Hi, diddly ho there, my people. So I know it's been a long time, long time. So here's the rundown. I know it's been quite a few more days than I said it was going to be. But, however, after I made that video, I wound up catching a job that I had to get done. And then after that, I got sick. And it was touch and go with this upper respiratory. I was trying to take antibiotics for it, but I kept forgetting to take them. So, it would start to kick out of my system, and then I'd forget to take the antibiotics, and it would come back in. So it made it last longer than it should have. Yay! As far as the Raptor, so I took it into the shop and had it looked at. And their conclusion was that I was going to wind up spending more money paying to have somebody rebuild it than it was worth. So, I mean, he had said that if I did it myself, then it wouldn't be that bad. But I don't want to do it myself. I'm sick of working on shit, if I'm being honest. I'm over it. I just want to be able to play. I'm sick of having to work on something. You ride it a little bit, then it breaks, and you have to fix it. And you ride a little bit, then it breaks. I'm about 999% sure I know what's wrong with it. Because I watched a video on one of the Raptor forums, and I believe it's that niche cylinder. I've had an inkling that it's been the niche cylinder this whole time. But now I feel like it's confirmed, because there's a sleeve within the cylinder. And maybe at part of this, I'll pause and grab the other cylinder and show you what I'm talking about, if you don't know. There's a sleeve within the cylinder, and apparently these niche cylinders aren't to spec, and the sleeves tend to drop out. And the guy showed a brand new one from the factory that was like off by like a millimeter. It wasn't even that much, but just enough to cause compression gas to leak into the coolant system. Huh. Sounds like what I'm having a problem with. So, about 99% sure that's the problem. Because I also had coolant in the cylinder once. Didn't understand where it came from. Everybody kept saying head gasket, head gasket. And I'm like, can't be the head gasket, because it's replaced it. But it makes sense if that sleeve has dropped in. So, that being said, here's the goal. I am going to sell the Raptor. $1,500. And that's going to put some money in the pocket to go towards a brand new four-wheeler. I'm going to sell the Ski-Doo. And this kind of hurts to say, but I'm going to sell the Articat too. Together with that, I should be able to get about, hopefully like $7,500. It would be great. And then I can figure out how to come up with the remainder through jobs or whatever. So that's the plan. I plan to get rid of 1, 2, 3 toys and buy one brand new toy. That way I'm able to make videos and stuff. And I'm not saying that I won't get another snowmobile. I don't have time to ride it. And typically the last couple years I only go out and ride for an hour. And then they sit all year long. And then I ride them for an hour next winter. It's not economical for me. And then I don't have time to go up north. So, I'm going to sell the Articat. I'm going to sell the Ski-Doo. And then get a brand new four-wheeler. That way I can do some trail riding videos and stuff. Because right now, at this point, I'm not really putting out content. And the content I'm putting out I'm not really happy with. So if I don't feel like I would watch it, then why the fuck would anybody else watch it? That's my thing. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the Ski-Doo, absolutely nothing wrong with the Articat. I mean, except for the thumb warmer pad. You can probably see the wire hanging down right there. It broke off, so it needs a new thumb warmer. But that's it. They both work fine. Nothing wrong with them. I put a post up in one of the groups, snowmobile groups, and for some reason everybody wanted to laugh at it, and they wanted to comment it. And I'm like, my problem is if I post something for sale, how the fuck are you going to laugh at it or comment some bullshit? If you're not interested, move along. the way this world works is that everybody wants to Jew you down on the price. So this one's listed for $1,800. I expect to get about $1,500 out of it. This thing's mint condition. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got a little rip in the seat. That's it. Everything else works great. That guy over there put a lot of work into it. She runs great. There's nothing wrong with it. Put it down for $2,600. Expect to get $2,300 out of it. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm fucking shooting for the moon and I'm going to miss. But, you know, somebody's going to come in here and be like, oh, I'll give you this much for it and I'll agree on a price. But I don't need fucking looky-loos with brand new fucking snowmobiles looking at my shit talking about ha 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 and commenting stupid shit. Really don't. Because there's somebody out there that will pay the price for it because they're reliable sleds and they're worth it. That's what I don't get. So as far as the Raptor, I'm going to sell it to somebody. I know what's wrong with it. They can fix it. I'll even help them fix it, if I'm being honest. I am. So, and then I can focus on the old V-Star. She got a little dusty over the winter. And then our golf cart has been having some issues, and I think it's the drive reverse relay thing, which should be pretty easy to replace. So, yep, that's the update. And now I got to set plans into motion to get where I want to be. So I just got to get to selling these. I got to get them pulled out, wiped down, washed up, take pictures of them, and get them listed. So, I mean, I hate to part with them, but I mean, you see how much room it's taking up in my garage. One little four-wheeler would fit over there in the corner, and I'd have all this floor space. And then, or I put them on the trailer, and then they sit on the trailer. They really, and then just get in the way. So they really don't do anything other than ride once a year. And I upkeep them, and I make sure that the fuel's all drained out of them and everything at the end of the year, so they don't sit with gas in them all summer. And then it's just, oh, I mean, I put so much work into it, and I don't get enough reward. I mean, yeah, it's fun ripping down the road at 60, 70 miles an hour in the snow. But typically when it's snowing, I'm out plowing. And then when I get done plowing, all the roads are clear and everything's done. So then, like, I really don't have much to ride on. So, it is what it is. But, yeah. That's really all I got. I mean, got the little Chinese four-wheeler over there. We rode that around for a whole summer and a half. And then the boots on the carburetor ripped. So we got to fix that. But now it's been sitting for so long, I don't know how easy it would start. Our toys are just breaking. And I went from being 70 degrees here yesterday to now it's like, feels like 40 something and it's windy. So if you've hung out this long, I'm going to go grab that cylinder out of the truck and then we'll finish this up. And hopefully the next video will be that of maybe a snowmobile leaving, a four-wheeler leaving, and try to update you with the progress of what's going on. So that's the plan anyways. I know I'm probably going to get raked over the coals for these snowmobiles, but people, like, with their comments of, oh, I'll give you $500, $525 if you wash them. Bitch, get the fuck off my comments. Like, I can't stand stupid people. Like, you're going to comment some shit like that? Like, you better be able to fight. I don't know. I think it's dumb. I would never comment on somebody's stuff like that. Except for there was somebody who posted a Raptor 660 07 for sale. And I'm like, yeah, there's a problem with that. Because Raptor 660 is really made from 01 to 05. So 06 would be a 700. Now, an 06 could be a 660. I'm not sure. I feel like they cut it off in 05, but there might be an 06. Not 100% on that. So, but I do know the 07 was for sure a 700. So let me pause this and I'm going to go grab that cylinder and we'll cut back in with that. All right, so for those who don't know, right here's the sleeve. And if you look at it from the bottom side, you can, oh shit, you can clearly see it. It comes down into the case. I have to grab that bolt. So this sleeve right here, you can see how this coolant hole and this coolant hole don't have that metal there. So if the head was bolted down and these were like this, these wouldn't be a problem either. But this sleeve, I believe, has slipped down just a fraction, allowing coolant and gases to flow between here and the head into that hole. And then same with this side. So, Jesus. I'm just going to leave that in there. So, there's the piston. That's the piston from when the valve broke and bounced around in there. So that's why I can't use that. So, I mean, honestly, the replacement things that need to be done with that four-wheeler are, I've already got the cylinder. It just needs to be honed out. It needs a new piston. And the work needs to be done. That's it. That's it. I was just going to have it completely torn down and all new seals and everything put in it because I was going to have somebody else do it. And I was just going to pay him to do it. But in my mind, I was thinking $1,200 to rebuild the motor, put it back in. And granted, it's a dealership, so dealerships don't tend to fix parts. Like, say you got a head that needs to be machined, they won't machine it. They'll just put a brand new head on it. So, I mean, with that being said, they were going to replace the head with a brand new head, and you can't just put the valve cover from that one on. You have to get a brand new valve cover, so now you got more parts. So, and then on top of that, they were talking about putting a brand new cylinder on it with a brand new piston, all OEM. So now you're talking fucking buku bucks. So it's just wild. Wild. But that's where we're at with it. So I just wanted to update everybody. Like this right here is still good. The only reason I removed this cylinder was because of this piston. Because I was going to order a new piston for it. But a guy I was ordering parts from the interwebs, I think it was off one of the Raptor groups, he sent me a cylinder with a piston. He said, "Oh, I've got a cylinder and a piston, I'll just send you." He just gave it to me. Well, that should have been a red flag. I mean, I don't think that he knew there was something wrong with it. But it's a niche part, and I've heard nothing but bad shit about niche parts. So I should have taken it as a, hey, stupid, just buy the piston. If I had just spent I think it's like $135, $150 for a new piston, Wiseco piston. If I had just replaced the piston, I wouldn't have to tear this down again. Which brings me to the next point. Don't buy cheap fucking parts. So if I would have just fucking spent the money and got the right piston and just replaced it with the exact same Wiseco piston and just dropped the piston in there, rather than, oh yeah, I'll take your free cylinder and I'll take your free piston. I mean, I'm not mad at the guy at all. Like, he helped me out, made it run. But it's that cheap niche shit. It's niche that's the problem. I mean, that dude actually helped me out a lot. He sent me a bunch of free shit. Had a shipping mix up and everything. And then after that, he just sent me some free stuff. And I was like, hell yeah. So this is where we're at. I mean, this right here, honestly, if I were to put this on here, I'd probably have this machined. Just to make sure we were perfectly flat and everything. And then, I don't know if we can see the cylinder in here. It might be too dark. I think I can turn the light on. There we go. Oh, there we go. You can see the striations in there. But get that bitch honed out. So, yup. 13 minutes and 55 seconds later. And then we got that bad boy right there. Oh, yeah. Battery powered. That's probably the best here, honestly. I mean, right now that ain't moving. Well, I mean, those two run, the snowmobiles do. But as far as like wheeled vehicles in this garage, the V-Star runs. But out of all of the four-wheeled vehicles in here, that one probably runs the best. Yeah. All right, so I'm not going to bore you guys anymore. If I come up with any updates, I'll let you know. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching, because you guys are fucking awesome. But the ones who don't, they just click on, and they're like, this is boring. And then they click off. I guess I'm not for you then. So, until next time, stay safe, keep it classy, and enjoy your spring.